A man in desperation, can't you help your situation?
Eventually, we are starting off with a legend again.
Yeah, we
Sounds
rebel.
Arsenal the rebel. Hella disrespectful still.
It's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes music now.
Yeah. He's been making music well still, yeah.
Okay, whoa. See, I'm out of this world, man.
Sorry, man. Don't matter.
My green card's getting approved.
Niggas try to tell me I don't rap enough. I'm shacking 99 in the paint, how I back 'em up. Jersey niggas starter jacket, ratchet tuck, stolen pickup truck, and still beat when you backing up. Now I know my hood proud of me. This for every hating nigga doubted me. Burn 'em like a calorie.
Vibe still. Regardless, we are in the building! Battle on the Roof, episode 44.
Oh, 44?
Big 4-4, no safety pussy! No safety pussy! They're in the building. Yeah! Headshot!
The title is there, boy. Big 4-4, that's it.
Big 4-4, no safety pussy. Hey, the man them are in the building. Krista Kappa, I'm in the building. You know the vibe.
You hear. Fly Guy Richards in the building.
The Flyers!
Great hoodie, Steph. I'm in the building.
Beloved! Before we go further, the man behind the cam, Mr. Respect the Shooter, Mr. Michael Mops. Yeah!
He was getting shot.
Took a bite.
Hey, listen, if you follow us on the socials, you'll know that the people that are here are guys that not only heavily support us, but we always support them
Big
as well.
facts,
Come
man.
on.
The same way
That's
that
the Kliq, man. Come on, man.
Hey, hey.
Kliq, man. Nice.
In this niche world, you know, when you've got podcasts that are out here that talk about pretty much the same things all the time.
Eating booty and shit, innit?
Yeah.
Everyone is free now.
I don't know about you, but
So we say everyone here.
No.
You bring yourself out. You bring everyone there. Everyone. Look, you do this, but you bring yourself out.
No, he had the whole world in his hands.
Just
One of them ones, innit?
Yeah, just
Them man there.
Man, I'm so dumb.
The same way we always support them, they support us and always show us love.
Facts.
They are arguably one of the most creative podcasts that are out there.
If not the
Oh, man, I want to try. Trust me, that's an honor, man.
These guys are, we call them the content gods, man.
Content kings.
Content gods every single time. In this world where we've got, you know, the black perspective on battle rap, we've got the black Mandan perspective on wrestling.
Facts.
Wresthings in the building!
By the man there. Wow. Pussy.
That's what might as well get into
like
the
that
own
one.
intros as well.
Fam,
to be
you see,
fair.
the intro thing, fam, is dead, fam.
bit long, innit?
I don't really like it no
But
more.
when I say got be sick,
Look at
daddy.
this guy.
What? Daddy! Start rating. Start hating. Back rubbing. Arsenal the rebel loving.
Let's go!
Yo,
What these niggas
NK,
talking about?
Give me it, man. Give me it.
Yeah.
You know who it is, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour.
Too sweet to be sour.
Fam, watch URL for hours, you get
Man, I feel I'm gonna choke, man. You man, fam.
No, you got this.
You got this.
Alright, cool. Let's go. It's the Foolish Professional, aka
No,
Murphy.
they again,
Same
but both
energy.
things. Reloaded.
It's the Foolish Professional.
AKA the bitch is happy. You might see me in the park shoot some niggas. Come here, bro, we got that. Free screen. A double edition. Grading.
And that's the Wrestling's episode, isn't it? So,
Hey, that was the best intro, you know.
I gotta use that one. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Flag in the building.
Use that one. Headshot. You got that. Headshot. You got that. Leg shot. You got
Terabyte.
Man, how's everyone, man? Everyone had a
Doing
good
well,
time?
man. Good.
Obviously, I did good, man.
Obviously, the fuckeries was
Lockdown now.
Tier 4. Tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
Podcast, man. Yeah.
Tier 4 for Tier 4, man.
Obviously, we're on a production site, so that's the reason why we can be there.
Of course.
Black-owned businesses.
You gotta put that disclaimer out.
Yeah, you gotta let me know we're working.
Yeah, working.
That's why some people will say, "Oh, why are they doing this?" Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Give it two more gunshots, man.
Yeah! One more? Yeah! Down tonight, yeah!
COVID.
Yeah.
God forbid.
All been COVID tested.
This way. Oh, this. Oh, you take it away, yeah.
Yeah, take it.
Take it away.
Is that acting?
Man, I'm not burning sage, but these times we're doing this, bro.
I swear, what is it? Anti-clockwise? You got to do it.
Yeah, something you gotta take it away. If you do like this shit, that means you're bringing it to yourself. So
Yeah, so it's anti-clockwise. You got to do it.
I don't know. I've seen my mum do this.
yeah, take it away. Take it away.
And these you do.
Yeah.
Fuck off, big sausage.
Nephews is real.
Yeah, it's raining. Yeah,
Boy, it's really
your
raining.
chest go burn, nigga.
That's funny, fam.
Before we go any further, what made you, man? Obviously, Wresthings. Talk to us about the influence of you actually starting it first and foremost. What made you guys start?
Take it back to Portsmouth.
So uni. So I met Lloyd Nafi.
This guy, yeah, I don't know where it is. You need to bring it back from. This guy had one of the best wrestling hats I've seen in my life. As soon as I see this, but I didn't know nothing. I saw this guy in a club, innit, like Liquid Envy back in the day.
Envy.
I see this guy, and this guy like.
Is that locals night?
No, it was a student night, and it was bare of him,
They
innit?
playing Fuse ODG there.
I don't. Nah, yeah, they were.
the best sub shots. Everybody like ASAP Fergo.
Yeah. So obviously they played work in it, and after we've gone in the mosh pit with him, so I've seen him then. Exactly, I've seen him then, and after I had a birthday party, and he's come through with the sickest WCW hat.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, do you watch wrestling? He goes, yeah, bro, I watch wrestling. We start talking a bit. I was like, bro, we're gonna be best friends, fam. From that day,
You sounds like us two.
I'm like, we just every night, every pay per view per se, or
I was about to say.
I know.
Sorry. Every time there was pay-per-views, we'll just link up, and all the man them will just come, we'll just chill, watch pay-per-views. And then I think so. We'd finished uni by then. We're still watching wrestling and whatnot. Me, him, and Kid Bracer. Shout out Kid Bracer. We started the wrestling.
Got Kid Bracer every single
We
time.
started a group chat on Instagram where we just post memes and wrestling stuff.
Dumb wrestling stuff. Well, everything was wrestling related.
Yeah. So we just got to a point where it's like, fine, we might as well make this a podcast, innit? And then
I hit up because at the time Versi and Sam used to go. Versi used to come to my uni every now and then, innit?
Sam used to go to our uni as well.
Sam and
big up
Versi
Sam.
used to watch wrestling with us as well. We used to come to my house and stuff. And it was just like, and I knew Versi because Versi made a sick wrestling beat. It was a Cesaro and what they called again? Cesaro and
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger, that whole American, what I forgot their name was called.
All Americans.
All Americans, yeah. He made a beat with their thing in it. And I was like, yo, this is sick. So stayed in contact and he said, yo, I have to get you on, man, because you're good at what you do in it. So
Were there any people that might have made the cut, but this one?
In terms of like coming to the podcast.
Yeah, actually being.
I feel like
I mean,
podcast
Kid Bracer would have been on it, but I don't think he was really interested in wrestling
it's
to the point of like current stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And then, majority of people, we didn't really realise that there was a lot of people still watching wrestling until like we started doing visuals for our podcast. So then when people actually saw there was a black face behind the podcast, it was like, oh shit, there's man them that look like us, sound like us doing wrestling podcast. I might as well get into it, innit? So we met the likes of NK, Jamie, like
NK
everyone.
DM'd us, and I couldn't believe it, fam. I was like, raw, like, is this really like?
Yeah, like people DM us like,
Yeah, but I
I'm so
couldn't
happy.
even DM fam, 'cause I was
I'm so happy
like,
I've come up with this podcast.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that we were like doing it. Do you get what I mean? I was just doing it because of like fun, innit?
Let me even from like a fan's perspective. So like I saw.
Oh, hold on, my G.
Oh yeah. So basically, like, the way I found
It's bars,
these,
nigga.
the way I found these man was basically I was just on. I followed Rhea in it, and the Rhea retweeted your stuff in it, and I was like, raw, like man, them from ends actually talking about like wrestling, and like it's not just attitude era stuff. It's like current events in it. I was like, fam, I was just like, I had to DM these lot. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like a lot of the time on Twitter, you see people say, why isn't there this platform? Why isn't there that platform? And it's like, if you want something, show love to it. Do you know what I mean? Show love to it. And it's the same thing with Battle on the Roof. When I saw Battle on the Roof, I was like, I have to retweet this because like we need more platforms like this in it. So as a fan, I was just like, yo, like I fuck with the content heavy. I didn't even think I'd be able to meet these man, but like, fam, I'm here today with Battle Roof and Wresthings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big up you still, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Big up you, man.
100%, man.
Exactly.
Even I remember when Chris like even told us like, yeah, I'm gonna start a battle rap. I was like,
Yeah,
bro, do it.
yeah, bro,
We're gonna support you all the way. Because
everyone,
my thing is, I used to love battle rap growing up.
Yeah.
Then I kind of fell out of love with it because I didn't think there was many people like watching
it.
it. And like someone said on the last one of the episodes, like, battle rap used to be like one of the like it was like a favorite porn category.
That's wild. I respect it.
No, when he said it, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I would have put it, but it makes sense to me what I'm saying. So just seeing the you man's growth and just being able to collaborate like different families,
that's love,
sick. So
man.
Yeah.
you man, as much as you man say that we inspire you, man inspire us as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
do you know what? Like both platforms have done is create a community.
Fact.
And that's the big thing. It's all about the community. It's like you have different people. Like whenever there's a battle, like on my timeline, I'll see Chris talk. I'll see Chris. I'll see Fly. I'll see Steph talking about the battle, and it's like like I'm engaging in it. Even the disagreements we have within the community, it's fun. It's
healthy.
It's healthy. It's so healthy because it's like that's what inspires conversation, innit? And it's the same thing with wrestling. Like when there's a pay-per-view, like these man will host like a live stream, and it will be like the pay-per-view could be dead, but the conversation around it, the man them are just bantering, and it's just live, and it's just like this is what we need to see. And you know what? Like for all the people out there saying that there's not enough platforms, we're right here. We're here.
For anyone who comes with that type of nonsense, we just give them a.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
It's the of course the infamous. You can give them the infamous.
100%. It's like
You're gonna do a slow motion.
it's like not to get too preachy, but be the change you want to see. You want to see change in the industry.
I have a dream, Martin Luther King.
But it's facts. But it's like if you want change, like support the change, support the wave. Do you know what I mean? Wrestlings and Battle Roof are here to stay. We ain't going nowhere.
For life.
Big up every single time. There's one question I want to ask you guys. First and foremost, how has the feedback been? Like, when was the episode when you guys realized that people are watching our thing now? You get me?
I can't actually think of anything.
Fam,
I feel like
There's been so many different moments.
Do you know what? There's been different moments. I think the first time, we dropped our WrestleMania predictions.
Oh yeah.
The timeline went crazy. I was like, yo, we got black people talking about wrestling, and it was done differently. We had no face to like what we are. People didn't know that we're actually black. They saw black people just talking about wrestling. Hopefully, that's one of these like lab Bible things. And I'm being honest. People thought it was like a lab Bible collaboration sort of thing, innit? So we've now like gone on and we've done what I think was the episode we've done with Kenny All-Star. Big up you, bro, for bringing us in. I think you're the middleman, innit?
Yeah, I was the middleman for it.
So obviously when that dropped, everyone's like, raw, black people talking about wrestling, and that's when it picked up and stuff, and people start seeing us about and that.
So I remember the conversation that me and Del had when regarding it, because we were talking about people that are within the industry that know about wrestling. And then he asked me about Kenny, and I was like, bro, Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny knows. Even when I spoke to Kenny on the phone, I was like, he's gonna shock everyone because everyone when he came in, people were a bit doubtful that he probably knows about wrestling.
Attitude Era.
But when he came in, fam, he was
Depression.
spitting facts. So
Yes.
I'll tell you what though.
I'm trying to finish this.
And that thing's murk in your mouth.
Ask me.
As soon as he said murk your mouth, I was like,
Press something.
Oh my God.
You want to drink?
Let me clean the table for you.
Wait,
Let me help Chris, I get you. The sweet is tough, so it was gonna madness.
I allow you because you got. You
say
say you
It's the AO thing. I can't even lie. It's mouth in your mouth.
That's a bit mad still.
I said you do it to yourself. So why is he so get onto this?
No, do you know what? It's not a pause, it's what you say.
What you say is what's the thing you said before, innit?
You could have said, "Right, that's killing you." You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Man said it's murk in your mouth.
Yeah, that's mad still.
You have to be graphic, bro.
All right, so what? Do I have to give myself one of the?
Remember the name.
Don't kill the day, boy.
I would like to ask, what's been the moment for you guys that
Yeah,
where you
that's-
guys realised that, you know, people are latching onto?
A number of moments, I guess. It's been
The Lux and Surf face off.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
We had people in here.
That was
just.
Yeah, it was just us two did
Just
like.
them two.
Oh,
That went kind of.
Oh yeah, the face off.
That went kind of viral. I always say episode wise was the return of Yayo,
Big K.
Big K,
Pen game.
Pen
Oh,
Game.
oh, yeah.
Pen Game, of course. Yeah.
That's like our most viewed thing on the channel.
Oh, that's the Marks thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fam. Every time I watch it, fam. Yeah. Next time you man do that, I need to come.
Oh, 100%,
I've got so much shit
You
to
know
say,
bars
man.
as well, so yeah.
I've got
yeah.
so much shit to say.
Give me a freestyle, please, B.
Freestyle.
But yeah, I think it was Pen Game maybe, you know.
Pen Game.
Yeah, big up to you lot for getting the avocado shout out.
Oh, yeah, avocado.
was crazy, yeah.
Salute to avocado.
Low soul,
bro.
bro.
Low soul.
There's bad.
Yeah, Big K.
You know, I think when RBE was when the ARP
ARP
said he would come on the pod.
ARP
I
interview.
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
that's a big.
The
one.
ARP interview was dope. Let's talk battle rap.
It's been tons, man.
That moment.
Jazz as well. Like there's been loads.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
surprised.
Shotty Horror on Clubhouse.
Show you horror.
That's massive.
That was sick.
Shout out Shotty Horror.
Shorty,
man.
man.
For like the tension though, I think the first one that kind of stood out to me was the face off. That
Yeah,
we
the face-off,
flagged it
yeah.
for like
Bare
was
views
fire.
of that.
Yeah.
Bare hella views for that. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you know what? There's one where I don't think I've even told you, man, about this as well. But this is when it showed me, okay, this thing was serious. That we were actually making noise. I'm pretty sure this person won't mind as well. They DM'd me. It was Gets.
Shout out Gets.
Shout out Gats. Shout out Gats.
And Gets that we can
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about it.
That raised my low in you.
I know.
I see him do this.
Yeah, of course. See,
You know what? I saw you get touched. I was like, let's pretend like it didn't happen. Like,
That's a point.
Some people like Chris Brown. Yes, when Gets DM'd me and just like, what's your number? Then we spoke for about almost 2 hours about battle rap.
That's
And he was just like, bruv, I love the fact that what you're doing, like, you actually know battle rap, that I'm glad that I can actually speak to someone about it. And he came down when because we usually do events when we'll come together and watch pay-per-views. Gets and salute to DJ Unique as well.
Oh, you came down
Yeah,
there?
they both came down to watch Summer Madness with us. But obviously, like, due to that respect that we have for him, we didn't bring out like any videos.
Yeah.
Also as well because it's like it's one of us.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I was a fan though, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I came in, he was there, I was like, you right here?
And it's cool.
I'm trying to be humble to
The man them like we all thought he wasn't gonna come.
Yeah.
Pause.
That's fine, that's fine.
Let's carry on.
You're good.
You're good. You're good.
Sorry, my radar's on alert.
I could have said costume, but it's all good.
Oh fuck off! Okay, we thought he wasn't gonna pass through, yeah. But then he did. And then it was when the flight came through, and when he opened the door, he actually went back on.
Yeah, no, I swear, I was like, you right here?
But yeah, Gets has said he's like promised all of the man them saying that he will feature.
That's sick.
We just getting for the special episodes.
Yeah. So
I know he's always been a big battle rap fan.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the first time I knew Gets was a battle rap fan. I think I saw him in 2012 in the Shorty Horror.
He was there, he was there, yeah, he was there.
Still.
That's the first battle rap video I watched in my life.
I'll show you not also. I was about to ask that the next question. Like, what was you lot's first encounter?
I'll tell you, this was some idea.
I think for me it was like the earlier Smack DVDs when I think it was a barbershop or
Was it Serious Jones versus Manu?
yeah, that one, yeah.
Who do you think won, by the way?
I wouldn't be able to tell. I can't even remember. But I mean, that was like one of my earlier encounters.
Listen up to my guy.
That's one of my earlier encounters.
Yeah, my guy. NK, what was your first encounter?
Do you know what? It was actually on Facebook. So I think the Lux versus Calico third round went viral on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, fam, why is this guy talking? I had no context in this. I was like, fam, this guy's violating this guy. Like, this guy's violating that Lux. This guy, Lil Lux, is violating. And obviously, I got to the battle rap scene through like the Don't Flop stuff, innit?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I think I've watched 100 Bullets versus Who was he facing?
I know what battle we're going to talk about. 100 points. That's why he said all the teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
100 bullets. And then obviously through
He
that,
had a scheme with all the football, with all the football teams.
Yeah. Because he was battling in London, innit? So
Yeah.
it was like, I just got into battle from then, and then obviously after that, I kind of fell off.
Yeah.
And then it's only recently I've gotten back into it. But yeah, like Lux, I'd say Lux versus Calico's the introduction for me.
Lloyd?
I got introduced to it from my boy innit, Theo. Back in the day, I remember.
Wait, Fiola?
Yeah. But yeah.
That man watch it?
Nah, not even them, man. Musti. You know I'm trying to get Musti on your podcast?
Skinny body! Yeah.
Yeah, so he introduced me to battle rap through, because I think he saw the Krept and Conan video, innit?
You saw what?
Krept and Conan video, like a freestyle on SBTV.
Oh, with them under that.
When he got, yeah, the
canal.
thing, he goes, mad though, live your head looking like Spagbo, something, yeah.
They were
So
quad them types,
I think from then, it was like an autoplay thing, and it went to like battle rap. And he continued watching bare stuff, and watching the guys in the park doing all the stuff on the mic. And there's one brother, I forgot his name, bro. He clashed recently, and he was like one of the goats in this thing.
Murder Mook.
What's he look like?
Short black guy,
Big nose.
Wait.
Never finishes the story.
Oh, not him. No.
You niggas!
He's a good friend of my boy, though.
So what happened was
His Thing's brother or cousin's best friend. He comes to London sometimes, stays in his house.
I know Mook.
Greaves.
I know Mook has come to London a few times.
Yeah, he comes to chill Greaves' house.
You're Arsenal?
Yeah. No, Mook.
Oh, Mook.
Yeah.
No, he's coming to put them.
I tried to.
I don't think Maps approved still.
Murder Mook versus Murder Mops.
The problem is you niggas sweating. Let me tell you two stories.
No! Listen! Sorry.
I'm not even trying to remember. Yeah, he showed me that in it, and after we saw the Arsenals and all that sort of stuff, they make chemicals don't flop. But he stayed on it, even today, even yesterday. I boxed him yesterday. Man will show me a freestyle from 1990 whatever, and the guy's just doing this on the mic like that. That time we're both trying to find ourselves in it. So at the time I was listening to like, they called it skateboard music, so I listened to the Mac Miller, the Dre Badass.
Oh, yeah, that was
and he was listening to like the hardcore, like I put a nigga in a choke cane, the ARF stuff in it. So when he
niggas love ARF,
trust me, fam.
Hey, free ARF.
So we'll get in the car, I'll play my music on like this shit skateboard music. I will start playing, I'll put a nigga in the chokehold.
I was just to got my bands on, but they look like sneakers.
And you know what, this guy was jerking before me, fam.
Oh, swear!
Fam, I'll show you a picture of this guy. This guy used to do the what's good. You're a
You
jerk.
jerk.
Do that, bro. No,
He's part of the pack.
trust me, fam.
He's part of the pack.
Man, put on the tracks and start listening to ARF from the rest is history.
I swear ARF's got one bar which says, have you ever gave your mum like 100 racks? And it was 10 short and you told her you want it back.
Why is he in prison for? So
I know,
himself,
yeah.
Got stabbed recently, though.
Or DJ Black?
Stabbed recently, though.
They got stabbed.
Okay.
How? He went in the postman. You said.
No. Just he's
On tunes,
I think it was like a Rico case or something.
He'd be like
Like a racketeering case.
Is that what same thing happened to Casanova with?
Casanova.
Casanova's more of like.
How long was he in for?
We don't know, he hasn't been sentenced.
That's right.
Yeah, hopefully.
He'll change his life though, man.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
Free Casanova.
You know what's so funny?
Free ARF. Free Max Queen. Free Bobby Schmurder.
Wait, who's
Free Jim Jones.
Jim Jones is out, fam.
Because we talk about Brixton Jim Jones.
Oh yeah. I want to pick up my Jim Jones.
Now pick up your Jim Jones.
Swing that Santana.
I can't lie. If I was a dipstep, I'll be on edge. Oh, bro, do you know? Bro, let me pick up my Jim Jones.
My Jim Jones.
Fam, do you know how edge I'll be?
With a big 4-5.
Fam, what about my Jim Jones?
The real Jim Jones. Got caught by the big 4-5.
They weren't some club in the
Cream Cartel.
them somewhere, bro?
Yeah, man. Shout himself with niggas, bro.
Facts.
Hey. But yeah, okay. So Shorty Horror Arsenal was pretty much the first one.
Great match.
I've got a few questions for you guys. Yeah. So the first encounters with battle rap, cool. Favorite battles that come to mind. What's you guys' favorite battles?
Oh shit. You gonna get this work. That one, what's that one again?
Lux Calico.
I used that. Oh, so let me not say the thing I used it in, but Gemma used it in thing time ago.
We'll find out.
I'm not gonna say the full. BC. BC.
Yeah, I'm a BC.
You might use that. I said it.
Oh yeah.
So you go get this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same as that.
For me, Chilla Jones, Daylight.
Let's take that, brother. Didn't this guy paint his face white in the blood interview?
Yeah.
It's like he's getting
weird,
something.
he's mad weird.
Daylight is a weirdo, isn't it?
But he's
Man, you know you can hold the mic whenever I do this.
Oh,
to you.
sorry. I don't know, innit?
it's not his gimmick. It's not a gimmick. He's actually like.
That thing on his face is
Nah, he's weird.
He's actually tapped us.
He's just a troll. He's just a troll.
Oh, the troll. Okay, that's
Relax,
a okay.
troll.
Cool.
No, the thing, you see that tattoo? I respect his reasoning for it. I just think it's dumb.
Yeah,
That
the
makes sense.
spawn shit.
Didn't he say his reason
What's
for
the
doing
title?
that was firstly was
Spawn.
that once he got that done, he knew he could never get a job, so he has to go past the
Yeah. It's like he basically.
Oh wait, he tattooed Spawn in the.
Yeah.
Wait, what? So yeah, dude.
Obviously,
I'm learning from.
Obviously, Lux Calico. I really like John versus Hitman Holler.
Oh yeah. He control the room.
Yeah.
Do you like Hitman Sir? No, I'm asking it.
Do you know what?
Yes.
Do you know I haven't seen
Shout
it
out
myself, so I
Sid.
need to watch that.
You've seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Bro, that battle's like up there with the Lux and the Calicos.
I know.
Don't do that.
In your mind.
Don't do that.
Mark, where is it? It's
I was winding them up, bro. Nah, I
said it was a third, didn't it? Because obviously the first one you think of is Lux Calico, the second one you think of is Shorty Horror Arsenal.
Arsenal Shine. Okay, fair.
K-Shine A-Verb.
Thank you. K-Shine A-Verb. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you.
K-Shine murdered A-Verb.
Yeah.
Gonna walk through him.
Yeah. Ain't no surf words that being said.
I'm trying to think. Obviously, Arsenal. I'm Shorty Horror.
Yeah.
More recently, I really like Arsenal. Geechee Gotti.
Arsenal killed him, though. Arsenal killed him, though.
Arsenal whooped his ass.
Ram Nitty, Iron Solomon.
It's good battle.
That was a sick
Iron
battle.
Solomon's
That's a good battle.
I'm trying to think, like, just I don't know. Like recently, throughout the past year, I've gone back and backlogged a lot of battles, innit?
Yeah.
What was the battle I watched recently? Pat Stay versus Tay Rock.
Oh, they rattled him.
I was there for that one still.
Yeah, the man that
was there, yeah.
So, yeah.
Obviously, I had to forget Holiday Don versus Loaded Lux. That's it.
That's my favourite battle ever.
That's it.
Is it? Yeah, it's my favourite battle ever.
Oh, wow.
Remember that was episode.
One of my favorite two. My favorite.
You gonna get the swear.
My favorite
That's
2 on
the
2.
same
thing.
My favorite 2 on 2 is Tay Rock and Chess versus Lux and Hollow.
Favorite 2 on 2?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No gun titles.
More than gun titles versus NWX. He's Lux bias, I can tell.
What do you mean?
No, he's Lux bias, I
Why
can
do you
tell.
say that?
I can't lie. Yeah, Lux is up there. Lux,
Lux, oh God.
Lux is up there. I can't
The
lie.
loving hood. We in the building.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know what it is about Sue Surf? Not just about Sue Surf. I like Sue Surf. Don't get me wrong. Like what was the battle we did that whole Midwest movement scheme?
X Factor.
Yeah.
Fire.
First no minute.
Fire.
Yeah.
Absolute fire. 2 rounds.
Again, X Factor.
I'm not saying in general. 2 rounds.
I've got facts though. I've got facts.
Bro, it's alright.
Get facts.
No.
He's a guest.
Bro,
What I'm saying.
You can't get onto the guest like that.
Listen, I can tolerate 2 round 2 against Lux. Against 40.
Why? He died, man.
Against 40.
He beat 40 though. He beat 40.
He did not beat 40.
He beat her.
On
He
the
didn't
app.
beat
Steph.
Wow.
On the app.
You and Steph.
He's actually good enough.
No, but no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. No, because yeah, he lost it. He lost to 40 bars.
He lost on the caffeine vote, but
He
on the app,
lost.
he's winning right now.
Because Sue Surf's one of the most popular battle rappers ever. Like he's one of the most popular guys ever. Do you know what I mean?
You're lying. You're lying.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the most popular guys ever. Look how many views this guy. This guy talks about his views all the time.
Who's more popular, Conceited or Susa?
Conceited, because he's wilding out.
He's a wild out.
Yeah.
He's a
more
wilding
popular,
out.
Hitman Holler or Susa?
Hitman.
Who's more popular, Charlie Kliq or Susa?
Charlie.
That's it. Other than that, then Surf. Everyone else.
Who's more popular, Arsenal or Susa?
Arsenal.
I don't know.
I can't lie. From the man them I
I feel
know.
like Arsenal's gotten more views overall.
Yeah, from the man them I know, it's an Arsenal team. It's an Arsenal team.
He's got Face You Never Forget as well.
Oh,
Arsenal,
Yeah.
sorry, how can I forget? Av versus Romney.
That's a great battle.
Av versus Romney.
This battle, he gives a battle up.
Watch it, man. Oh my
I
God.
can't lie, no.
Bro,
I can't
busy.
lie. Wait, Max.
Yeah,
But wait, are you the one that's not a fan of Av?
He's average. Yes.
I can't lie, Av is cold, fam. Add the 30 under the foot, that's an improper fraction.
What battle was that?
That was mine.
Exactly the one I haven't watched. But everything else I watched.
What,
Even
Cease?
the biggest Av fan was like, I ain't watched those ones. That
But
means
you,
he's average.
you didn't watch Av versus Chess?
That wasn't on the thing either.
No, that's on YouTube.
No, I know it's on YouTube.
Oh.
When I typed in, we have to go through this thing all over again.
I'm
Basically, what
His
happened
algorithm
was,
didn't lead him towards it. Still.
yeah, these men got onto me. I said he was average. I went home off my own accord, typed in Av versus,
And they watched 5 battles.
and all of them were average. And the ones that I mentioned, 3 of them, no one had watched.
That's it.
That's not my fault.
Av was average.
Yes.
Bars.
The last clash that he had, sorry. The last clash he had on Caffeine, there was one legend in there. I'm trying to remember his name.
Arsenal.
Not Arsenal.
Reed.
The one that was Summer, what's it called? Summer what?
Some madness.
Some madness.
Wasn't it Reed and Rum?
Calico
$3. $3.
Who are we talking about? Who was back
He's
then?
a legend, fam.
Reed and Rum. It must
Yeah,
be
Reed.
Reed.
Reed dollars.
Wait,
$3.
$3, yeah. Let me find out freestyle.
$3, 2-1 versus Susa. Fuck you talking about?
We don't lie.
Yeah.
A blatant lie.
Fam, you see a freestyle here? You see a freestyle here?
Why, that freestyle? Oh my God. Something with Rambo. He was going crazy.
And that guy in the back, this guy in the back, fam.
Frank with the grippers.
Fam, he raps as well, yeah?
Yeah, Frank with the grippers. Yeah, he battle raps as well.
Everyone's like, it's that.
He was going crazy. Lack of
Do
teeth.
you know what I miss some days when your neck was just doing them? Trust them, did it?
Hey, them niggas behind you just
Top.
That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal right there. Rex is the goal.
The only time I was ever uncomfortable was when
Rex is the goal.
Rex is the GOAT, but
Beanie Siegel was gripping
My
up.
guy.
yeah, that was weird, yeah.
That was the most rookie ever.
Who's that?
Then he did it to Beanie Cracks.
Yeah.
Oh, Step Uppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing, bro? It's just like getting closer and closer. I'm like,
I know Rex is your guy, but the 2 Miggity Max, like, come on. I got 2 Miggity.
I like that line.
The 2 Miggity.
Hey, look at that was
Born in the pitch.
That's the goal. That's it.
Born in the pitch with the pitchfork.
But wait,
I'm really here for the shit.
No, but you know the Miggity Max are?
Exactly. Tell them.
Wait, do you know the Miggity Max are?
What's the Mickey Max?
Crisscross.
Crisscross.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
It's a bar, fam. It's actually a
I can't. Slippery's a joke thing, though.
No, bro. It's a joke.
Let me be honest with you. I love that bar. You man don't remember. That was my display picture at a point. That was my display picture.
My question, yeah. Why did you perform that in the park? Was it like part of the
Quarantine, innit? It's
Quarantine, isn't it? Quarantine, isn't it?
the high to do that?
It's when he tears off the tape.
The kids must have been shook. Look at that guy.
Imagine opening your window and you see this fat guy in this tight
Damn, these niggas are acting up again.
Yo, I was laughing when I said, did I message you and ask you that? I was like, why that guy in the park doing that?
No, but like I've gone back and done like my research on T-Rex and his collar. He murdered Cortez, fam. Like, so I don't like he murdered Cortez.
To be honest with you, he murdered a lot of people.
He murdered a lot, man. Like, T-Rex is cold.
Rex is a goat. That's what Rex is a goat still.
He beat who?
He beat Lux.
He beat Lux off camp still.
Do you know what
supposedly.
Rex is? Rex is like Big Daddy King. You know, people like, you go, I'm not, I don't want to hear him rap. When he was in his prime, killing everyone. Everyone was afraid of that. Nowadays, sit down in the corner.
Because I remember on Drink Champs, like even Lux and Mook said like T-Rex was the guy.
But I watched the interview again and I'm like, Nori didn't even know about battle rap.
He didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know
what rock
nothing.
was. I'm like, what? But
He's like,
come on, like,
this new guy. I was like, Nori, come on.
Come on, Nori, like, yeah, come on.
But why should Nori?
Yeah, why is she asking about us?
But my question is, if you're going to interview battle rappers, know your stuff.
I know your stuff.
You know what it is?
That's what I'm saying personally.
You should do your research.
Who was it? Murder Mook was on the platform.
Murder Mook on Loaded Lux.
You know what? I give Nori
Math Hoffer.
passes all the time.
Like, I know why, yeah.
His life is different.
Yeah.
But the fact that he even does these things and it's like he's one of the people where it's like, I don't know everything. I never said I did know everything, but what I do know, I'll talk on it.
You understand? But I guess
Educate me.
for them, like Mook is God for them. Like for them, like Mook is the face of battle rap for them.
That's the first time I heard about battle rap.
Delbert, your favourite battles?
Battles that I remember, like NK said, Arsenal versus Shotty, Arsenal versus DNA. That was a tough battle.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim
Lux
Duggan.
versus Hollow. What other battles were there? Yeah, I think for me those are the three that I remember prominently that I enjoyed. But I think there's a few more I just need to retouch. Like for me, listening to this podcast has just been able for me to kind of like get to know what's happening this year, touching back on the other stuff that's happened previously. So there was a few Bonnie Godiva battles I used to enjoy when I was younger as well.
You're a fan of Bonnie? You're a fan of Bonnie?
I used to be. I don't think she's that great now, anyways. But I used to love her. I used to fancy her, innit? I just saw cheeks. And I was like, yeah, the bars, number one rapper.
Bonnie Godiva.
Sorry, let me ask one question. Was Lady Luck actually that good?
No. In general.
In general, I wasn't that was my first introduction to Lady Luck with the hustle battle, innit?
Okay.
So I was like,
Let me Google this, man.
Oh, fam, no, continue.
yeah, but
You know, Lady Luck, I don't think she's that good. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's her confidence.
no, Lady Luck
She is a vet in her mind.
Yeah.
She is the goat of press in a press conference. I can't lie. She 30'd Hustle in that face off.
Oh, she destroyed them.
Yeah, destroy
Oh, so wait,
Destroyed her.
But
Men and women can clash in this thing, yeah?
Yeah. But do you know what I compare it to? It's like Cassidy in a face-off, bro.
100%.
The confidence is on 100. You're not beating people like that in a face-off. I believe I say the best shit you could ever hear in your life. So yeah,
But you know what though? It kind of says a lot about Miss Hustle because she let her rattle her.
100%.
Like you should never get rattled in the face.
Even in the battle itself,
you should
100%.
know but she didn't
Hustle won,
beat.
so.
She
Hustle
didn't
won,
beat
but
Luck because
Barely.
she barely beat her. How she should have beat her and what she did was two different things.
What I'm saying, bro.
Like,
That's a fact.
Sorry. Did Cassidy, I'm literally out of this world. Did Cassidy was Cassidy a rapper before he became a battle rapper? Was he a battle rapper before
He was a battle rapper before, and then he became a rapper.
They say that, but I don't know how true
But
that
even
is.
in some of the battles I've seen him in, I don't really.
So that I'm a hustle.
It's got like a very like 90s battle rap style.
But Cassidy comes from a point where it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You do both, innit?
Basically,
So I wouldn't say he was one more than the
Cassidy's
other.
era was like ciphers.
Yeah.
So you gotta have bars ready.
Like Nas sort of shit, yeah.
Like Meek Mill and them, man. Like it wasn't necessarily like battle rap schemes. You just have to be able to go into a cypher like listen, I can spin you and you're rapping.
To me, J Mills is more of a battle rapper than Cassidy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Wait.
Sometimes I forget he used to be a battle
have you
rapper.
seen
J Mills, these people are
Wait,
is he part of this? Oh my God.
J Mills.
It's part of
Young Money.
It's like him,
No,
Vardo, him, Vardo, Charlie Kliq.
I went to Vardo. Vardo's dating thing now, isn't it? What's it?
Tahiri.
I choke it on camera.
Yeah, he had speaking in tongues beat. That
He was
beat
good
is
back
so
then, though.
He was cold back in the day, yeah.
That's all the man that used to
All the rap guys.
Pick up all the man there.
I remember like Gilly did an interview with did an Instagram live with Goods and he's like, I'd 30 all these battle rap niggas. I'm like, no.
Gilly's smoking. I like him.
Gilly the Kid.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's mad funny.
Do
Yeah.
you know what? Gilly would do so much better than Cassidy because Gilly is funny.
They're beefing
Gilly,
before.
yeah, but Gilly knows how to talk to the crowd. Like Cassidy has self-belief.
Yeah, but from time when Joe Budden died, it's like,
But that's because Joe Budden
raps like this.
And the thing is, I'm a huge Joe Budden fan, innit? But with Joe Budden, when he came onto that stage, I was thinking, fam, you're treating this like mood music. This is a battle, fam. That's treating it like a fucking interlude.
Bro, he was battling.
And the thing is, he was spitting some bars, but
But he was battling Hollow as well.
He walked on stage like it was his concert. Like you.
and then he ended up dropping a mic.
I'm
Hold on.
I had to watch that.
The dinner now.
Don't watch it.
Didn't Bonkers, I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it. Didn't he battle? Who did he battle?
He died.
Oh yeah, he got collapsed still.
He died. Saying it every single time, bro.
He did though.
Before we go any further,
though.
a certain members has joined us. He might as well introduce himself.
CH, I'm here.
Coolest on the other side of the pillow.
Brave with no shave, I'm here, blood.
Let's get that ring, your sister.
Man in desperation, can't you help the situation?